AITA for not wanting to lend my coworker my stapler because they never refill it. I, 27M, have been working at my current job for a few months now. My desk is located in a quiet corner of the office. And I have a few basic office supplies, including a stapler. My coworker, Tom, 32M, sits in the cubicle next to me. Tom is an odd guy. He always wears the same outfit to work. A brown suit with a green tie. And he never talks to anyone unless he needs something. But the weirdest thing about Tom is his obsession with staplers. Every day, Tom comes to my desk and asks to borrow my stapler. At first, I didn't mind, but then I noticed that he never returns it. I always have to go to his cubicle and ask for it back. But he acts like he has no idea what I'm talking about. One day, I decided to confront him about it. I told him that I didn't appreciate him taking my stapler without asking and never returning it. That's when Tom revealed his secret. He told me that he has a rare medical condition that causes him to compulsively collect staplers. He can't help himself. Whenever he sees a stapler, he has to have it. He has a whole room in his house filled with staplers of all shapes and sizes. And he spends his free time organizing and admiring his collection. I didn't know how to respond. On one hand, I felt sorry for Tom and his condition. But on the other hand, I didn't want to enable his behavior. I decided to tell him that I couldn't lend him my stapler anymore. Tom didn't take it well. He started yelling and throwing things around his cubicle. He accused me of being selfish and not understanding his situation. He even threatened to file a complaint with HR. After that day, things between us became tense. Tom avoided me at all costs, and I felt uncomfortable around him. I started locking my stapler in my drawer. But even then, I could feel Tom's eyes on it every time he walked by. I talked to my manager about the situation. And she suggested that we set up a meeting with Tom to discuss his behavior. During the meeting, Tom explained his condition again and asked for our understanding. My manager and I agreed to help him find a specialist who could assist with his condition. However, things took a turn for the worse when we discovered that Tom had been stealing staplers from other co-workers in the office. We found a stash of staplers in his cubicle, and he had even taken some from the supply closet. My manager had no choice but to terminate Tom's employment on the spot. He didn't put up a fight and left the office without saying a word. I felt a mixture of sadness and relief. I felt sorry for Tom and his condition. But I also didn't want to work in an environment where theft was tolerated. After that day, things went back to normal in the office. I continued to work there for a few more years before moving on to a different job. As for Tom, I never saw him again. I often wonder what happened to him and if he ever got the help he needed. But one thing's for sure, I never looked at a stapler the same way again.